One of the things I ponder, like where a plumbus comes from and how much does it cost, like the central USD that it's translated in. I just, man. Yo, what up?
Yo.
Yo. I'm gonna roll up.
Shit, sounds like a good idea. We back with it.
Solari Radio. Back at it again. Oh my god, I'm so glad to be back. Got my boy Carmen in the building again.
Yo, what up, guys?
Stars are aligning.
They are aligning. Bro, did you hear about that fucking asteroid moon?
Bro, yes.
You
we
can't
have
even,
a second moon in our lifetime. That's crazy.
You can't even see it with your naked eye, though. So is it even really a moon? Like, why do they keep calling it a moon? We can't even see it.
I feel like there's like a large, well, hold up, because is it bigger than Pluto? Because they were calling that like some sort of like moon instead of like a
Pluto is
satellite or something,
a planetoid or something.
Yeah, they stopped making.
They don't even call it like a dwarf planet anymore. It's a full-on planetoid like Ceres.
Like, why they keep shitting on Pluto?
Because fuck Pluto. That place is way the fuck far away and cold as shit. That's beyond the asteroid
I
belt,
grew
bro.
up and they were like, yeah, hell yeah, Pluto's a fucking planet and shit. And now it gets deplanetized like it went to fucking jail or something.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the issue with that is though, like a lot of our school system doesn't get updated.
Ah, okay, yeah. That is true, because like they stopped doing cursive after like my.
Yeah, they should. It is what it is.
Yeah, for real. But that like second moon we got, that's just a crazy anomaly to like even bask in.
Yeah, it's an asteroid that could have really fucked our shit, but like it's wrapping around the planet and being launched off near the sun.
Yeah, like,
It'll come back around.
It's gonna be in our orbit for like 2 months.
Yeah.
So
It'll come back around, but that's like way beyond our lifetime because it's gonna launch off us and then wrap back around the sun and come back around. And they don't know if it's gonna hit next time or not. It's too early to project that.
Well, we gonna see. Allons-y. For real. I'm very excited though. Like, it's just like that type of shit just inspires me for real.
Yeah, I love like astronomical events. It's like every single one of them is like a once in a lifetime thing usually, unless it's like reoccurring.
Yeah.
And even some of the reoccurring shit is once in a lifetime. Like, we're never gonna get a full totality eclipse like we did.
Dude,
and maybe not for like until we're old.
Yeah. The eclipse is gonna come around in like, I wanna say another, it was like 80 something? I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna look it up in a bit. But I have this crazy story about the solar eclipse. When like it went over my house, because like at the time I couldn't close my hands. Remember, I broke both of my hands. I had surgery in one hand.
Yeah.
And broke my wrist as well. But like I couldn't. I could only close them like that. During like I don't know what fucking high juice I was drinking.
Fucking power of the sun.
Dog, for real, like Solari baby being down and like I was able to like close my fists. Nuts.
Like from this level to like fully grasp.
Yeah, like
That's
so
crazy.
fully grasp it, and I'm like, that was wild. I was just like looking up, and I was like,
You was drinking the juice,
bro,
bro.
I was sipping some kind of syrup, but that really like got me to the point where I can function again.
Yeah.
I want to think it's the eclipse because like I couldn't do it during it, or maybe I just wasn't trying hard enough or something. I don't know.
Maybe you were inspired.
Man,
Astronomical events have inspired a lot more than that, you know. They've inspired wars entirely.
yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about, like way back in the day, because like as many astronomical events we see now, I feel like
Bro, imagine what they thought in BC times when meteors just fell out of the sky, bro.
They were tweaking.
They thought the world was ending every time, so they just started killing each other.
Damn. I can't.
What do you think happened in Jericho? Like the walls burning down, the giant fire rocks and whatnot? Yeah. That was a meteor shower that God sent at that city.
I mean, shoot. I guess like if I was back in the day when I had a lot of people I was beefing with and I saw the sun go black, you know what? It's time to slide. Unfortunately.
Yeah, nah. If we did not learn what that shit was and I saw that shit happen, I would be down on my knees in like a microsecond. Like, Lord, please, Lord, take them, not me. I don't know what I did wrong, but I won't do it again.
Yeah, I feel that. Very repetitive.
Just start like basking in the glory of what I think is God.
Yeah, like, honestly, I feel like we're all like belief beings.
Yeah.
Have you seen there's this new article that came out that talks about how since the human brain is electric and all that, we have like electricity flowing through our bodies and shit, our fucking thoughts can manipulate quantum outcomes. Like at the quantum level.
Our thoughts can manipulate quantum.
Like believing in something.
Oh yeah, it can like actually like there's actual factual evidence of like believing in things can like make you achieve that thing more and like push your energy into like more of a positive thing. Like the soft studies are becoming a lot more like
concrete.
Yeah.
There's so many of them, and I love that mysticism is getting proven right. You know, in a certain sense. Like not all this shit. Like because I don't want niggas like sucking spirit dick and like you know like being general weirdos about
yeah it. people get way too weird into it, but like at the same time I am a deep spiritual person, so like I definitely know there's energies there. I just don't know how much of it we can harness, and I'm not gonna pretend like I ever will, you know.
Yeah, like I want to be able to like do certain things. Like if I can physically feel the motherfucking electromagnetic force around this bottle and move it without touching it, I would totally dive deep into that.
We've already I don't know if you remember, but there was actually a kid's toy that worked on like using the mind to like manipulate things.
I do remember that. We had one. It was like you wear a headband and it has on your temple, and after the pulses, it would like propel a fan that would like pick a ball up.
Yeah. And then there's other ones on top of that where like they developed it even further where you didn't even need to have it in the thing.
Oh, I didn't know about that one. That's pretty cool. Like I've seen people even like connect their temple to like Elden Ring and like beat the entire game.
Yeah, because it's all like mental firings that can be broken apart into electro sparks.
It's like it'll be like red and then like manipulated and stuff like that.
It's interesting. We're also doing a lot of work with dreams now too, where in Japan they got the dream memory bank where they're like they can record people's dreams and revisit them.
Really?
Yeah, on a screen. They can revisit people's dreams on a screen like they're watching a goddamn movie.
That's nuts. That's nuts as fuck, man. That's crazy. Like we could literally like the strongest dreamers can like make a whole movie like in the future, and that'd be just like a job. You go to bed and then you dream up a fucking masterpiece.
Imagine people who can lucid dream. Like I could do whatever I fucking wanted and turn it into a movie starring me.
That'd be crazy. Like theoretically, you write down like a movie script and play it out in your mind. You don't have the movie filmed immediately.
Yeah,
that's nuts. That's
I don't know what like the graphics or anything are like on it, but like
Yeah, I'm not too hip, but like I definitely would want to dive deeper into those topics for real.
Dreams have always been interesting to me.
I like my dreams, but like they're always like weird. They're always weird. Always weird. I don't know why.
Mine kind of go through different like phases where I'll have like dreams that are very obviously just like my brain cooking, just cooking up stories, and then other dreams where I'm like, bro, this ain't me.
Yeah.
Like this shit, I don't know where the fuck that came from.
Okay.
It was in a dream that I saw it, so I was like, and then it kept on like just, it would not leave my head. I would be drawing it everywhere.
Oh.
So I got it tattooed, and eventually I was like, I don't think about it that often anymore because I see it every day.
Yeah. I feel like that would be the same way with like tattoos. I want to get some. I've been really thinking about getting some lately. Like I want to get Senki on my leg, and then Dead Star Solari Sage going down my arm.
Yeah.
Pretty excited for that.
I still need to get the 0 behind my ear, the void mark. And then I want to get Karma's K, because I fully developed it. I don't know if I showed you.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Show me that shit. The mind, sublime, the power is mine. Smoking blunts, it'll take up my time.
So there's this one.
Oh, wait, my minute. Swipe or?
No, I got it. There's that one. And then
Oh, shoot, okay.
that's my whole name.
Whoa.
And then here's the more stylized K, which goes into like the full script.
Ooh, I like that. That's pretty cool. It's very runic, very sharp, angular. Like you could carve it into a tree very easily.
It's very much based off of like pagan Norse style runes that are meant to be like carved into shit rather than like written. So like here's a whole thing I did.
That's dope. I like that. I like how the red glows. It's very glowing, fluorescent, runic, sharp, angular.
I think I already showed you this one.
Oh yeah, it's your scroll style. It's like I love how it begins with like an exclamation or like void or whatever, and ends with the same exclamation. It's just pretty fire. I want you to let me know about that D&D podcast, the veil that you got going on. That shit.
So we haven't turned it into a podcast quite yet, but that's the ultimate goal. I want to get a little bit more comfortable with being a DM because it's been quite some time, but like I'm getting into the swing of things pretty solidly. I mean,
oh shit, hold up. As you were saying,
I was saying, so as I'm getting more into the swing of things, I mean, I'm DMing the biggest group I ever DM'd before, and it's going pretty well so far, but we'll see once we get into like the meat. We're still at the beginning right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm excited to see like what it turns into. I want it to become a podcast. I would like to like start Twitch streaming, or do like a YouTube channel, and just like really get my creativity flowing in this way because I'm good at telling stories.
Wouldn't you be at liberty to go into a little bit of Feywild?
Would you like me to tell you a bit more of like the overall plot or like where they're at right now?
Yeah, let's bounce in between because I like the idea of like you got multiple groups, campaigns in the same living area.
Yeah. So my original group, unfortunately, we had to like call it off early because some of us had like life shit popping up and whatnot. You know, shit happens. But they were a smaller group, but they sort of started the beginnings of this campaign. And the Feywild, my version of it, is not your typical, like, D&D lore. Like, I homebrew all my shit.
Yeah, we're the house of the homebrews. I fuck with that shit. I love homebrew on my own. Because I feel like I have a lot of stories to tell. So, like...
Yeah, like, my brain, that's where, like, my ADHD really triggers, and, like, just coming up with nonsensical stories that, like, I never really knew what to turn into, so I just, like, scribble them down in, like, notes as, like, short stories and shit sometimes, or, like, way back when I had Wattpad, I would write on there, but, like, I don't even want to get into all that.
Yeah, I understand that.
But yeah, so, like, nowadays I find it a lot easier to speak my stories and, like, orate them almost like how, like, old civilizations would. They gathered a group of people and would tell stories that were passed down to them,
like
to these people.
Oral traditions,
yeah,
and stuff like that.
That's all D&D really is in my mind, especially as a DM, is just another oral tradition where I just orate my stories that I have in my head.
Okay, yeah, I like that. It's very inspiring. I like to think of D&D the same way.
Yeah.
I couldn't, like, articulate it until you, like, said it out loud now.
I couldn't ever really articulate it either. I thought it was just, like, me being lazy, but no, I have a passion to orate, and that's, like, a dead job these days, unfortunately, other than in D&D.
Yeah, I do feel that heavy. That, like, we don't have public speakers as we used to.
No, public speakers is all political now, and, like, I don't even want to talk about that.
It's like, what if you just want to, like, soothe the masses with, like, a story?
Yeah, like, why don't we have that? Why don't we have people up on stages just telling people cool stories anymore? Like, we don't really make any new folklore or anything.
Yeah, that is true. We're very, like, scientific, I want to say, to the point.
People are scared of being magical.
Yeah, or, like, they view anything like magical as ungodly.
Yeah.
They don't wanna, like, fuck with that type shit.
And it's like,
it's just your imagination.
Yeah,
bro.
It don't even have to be real, and they'll be like, oh no, that's evil. It's like, it's a game.
Yeah, like,
I made this shit up.
Quite literally, I'm just bullshitting, coming up with stuff, and it sounds cool. People like it, so.
And, like, the funniest thing to me was the whole, this gets into a lot of, like, history with D&D and whatnot, but, like, the funniest thing to me was during the Satanic Panic scenarios.
They didn't, like, want people to have, like, the multi-face die and stuff like that.
Yeah, they didn't want people to have...
it's like shapes of the devil or something.
And then, like, D&D in itself was, like, demonic because, like, it had all these evil creatures. The funny thing is, though, we don't play the evil creatures. We kill them.
Yeah, like, that's the whole...
We play paladins and clerics.
Like, you can play an evil guy, but, like, you gotta be a weird, like, evil guy.
Yeah, and, like, half the time when you do an evil campaign, it's not necessarily, like... First of all, most people and, like, most parties, you will not see a fully evil group. You'll see maybe one person, and they're not even, like, real evil. They're, like, just
trying to be edgy, you know?
Yeah, either that, or they're just a troublemaker type, where they like to, like, be nefarious.
And, like, I like dealing with those characters because, like, I prefer to enable the player instead of, like, disable their idea, because, like, they're the one having the fun.
Yeah, I created a whole new race for one of my players.
Oh.
Bone Pixies.
The Bone Pixies.
They
are metal as fuck.
They are an unseelie version of pixies, which are a mix of, like, tooth fairies that got really fucked up and twisted by the Queen of Ice and Darkness, which is, like, the god of all the unseelies, the Archfey.
Okay.
And she wanted to play, like, more of an unseelie type character, but most unseelie races aren't playable unless you're playing, like, a Shadow Eladrin or something.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that.
Goblin, you could probably flavor as unseelie as well, but let me show you a picture of what this creature looks like. She drew it so fucking beautifully.
That's what's up. I want to see that shit.
We sort of like, I obviously wrote down the stat sheet and everything and came up with this class and sort of like gave her a brief description of what they're like. Like within a day, she came to me with a rough draft of a character, and I was like, dude, that's even better than I could have ever fucking imagined. It is the most grotesque, creepy, unsettling looking thing you're going to look at today.
Oh my gosh. I thought it was going to be like bone goth girl aesthetic. Nah, this is grotesque monster being.
Yes.
They're going to play that character?
They have been playing that character.
That's nuts. How do they get people to not like attack them immediately?
Most of the players are Fae, so like they've come across Unseelie before, as long as they don't like
do some shit.
Yeah. So this is the rough draft that she showed me within like a day.
Yo, that's sick.
Look at its hands.
Whoa.
2 thumbs on each hand.
2 thumbs? That's nuts. I've never seen that before.
So its hands are like this.
Yeah, like very pokey and double grabby.
And then let me see if I can find the final copy.
Oh boy.
Because the colors make it even like, ooh.
That is a really cool design though. I love talented people.
Yeah, and that's what I really love about this community that we have in our Discord server here. We got like so many different artists, different writers, people that have like different talents. There it is. Oh my god. Ugh.
Whoa.
Yeah. The colors make it so much worse.
And the bone, dog.
The bone wings.
Yeah.
The teeth like growing out the face. Like, I don't know if you peep that shit.
Oh, yo, I couldn't peep that shit before. That's nice. It's like pincers on their face.
And then
that is insane.
Her vest is made out of broken mirrors.
Oh. That's a crazy design. Broken mirror drip. You know, I might have to steal that for real life. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, no, I remember. I don't know. I don't even know if you remember this, but a long way back when you were still a short hair sage, you used to want like a mirror earring.
Yo, I remember that shit now. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Bro, just get like a broken piece of mirror, like two pane mirror where it's like mirror on both sides. Get like a shard of it and like poke a hole through it, like drill a hole through it or something. With like a stone drill, maybe.
Yeah, definitely get like one of those water drills. That'll expedite the process so you don't inhale any particulates and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, that's it, man.
But yeah, like, so I love like giving power to my players, and because like the story isn't just me telling it, you know, it's them getting to be a part of a world that I created and drive the story in a way that helps me sort of like tell it. Because like they're technically the ones in control of the story.
Oh.
Depending on like how they react, where they go, what items they get, who they save, who they don't save, who they ally with, what enemies they have, that is what truly drives the story.
Okay.
Because like I can have whatever the fuck I want up here ready for them, but if they go in the complete opposite direction, like, it don't matter.
Yeah, you kind of gotta like lean with a rock with it a little bit.
And there are different ways people handle that sort of thing.
Yeah, like I've seen people who like blow up. I've seen people who kind of like shut down. And like you gotta be resilient as a DM.
There are 2 proper ways to handle this, in my opinion. The way I do it is a lot more difficult. I have a sort of pseudo real life breathing living world where like there is a pseudo timeline where shit's popping off no matter where they're at all around the world. So like while they're in the spring court as they just came in, like I mentioned before, the other party is still in their training session. The summer court has already been taken over.
Ah.
So they're already too late.
Yeah, they're already too late for that whole like area, unless like they want to like
they get strong enough to blow their way through. While that's happening, there's shit going on in the winter court. There's like shit going on under the water in different planes. Like all of my stories, all of my campaigns are building up to this sort of like multiverse that is sort of my own canon.
Is it gonna be like a big crescendo endgame moment? Like, is there a Thanos in the story?
Not yet.
Okay.
There are multiple
big bads.
There are multiple big bads. Yes.
Okay.
Even in just this campaign alone, some are bigger than others. There's like what I would call more so area bosses versus like big bad evil guys.
Okay, yeah.
The big bad evil guy for this one
That's good for longevity, for real. Like,
yeah.
I'm thinking about it now. Yeah.
Yeah, the way I run my campaigns is I like to have them last a long time. Like when I'm in it, I'm dedicated and I want to like stretch this out from level 1 to level 20 if possible. Like depending on what they do. I could see them ending a bit early if they get to like, cause like this group is a group of like min-max or experienced players mostly, so they're like blowing through shit.
Okay, I like that. They're very like proficient for real.
So like honestly, they might even be able to get through all this at level 15. So.
Damn.
Especially the way I run my Feywild, because like it's the realm of magic, pure chaotic magic, wild magic, old magic, stuff like that. So there's magical items everywhere.
Okay. Oh, so they got a good enough like Borderlands feel, to where they can pick up something and feel like it's worth it.
Yeah. Every time you get into combat, you're gonna find something that's better than the shit you've got on already.
Okay.
More than likely, until they get like mid to late game. Then they'll probably stop finding shit that's as good as their shit. But they could still easily go to somewhere and get it made at like the fucking street corner because everybody can do magic.
Ah, okay. So I like that, where it's magic is more of a widely based thing.
Yeah, so like high fantasy to me, its focal point is in magic, like a lot of people like to take high fantasy and do like a sort of like realistic spin on it nowadays.
Yeah, they kind of want to dumb it down a little bit.
And it's like, no, I don't fuck with bringing politics into fantasy. I don't fuck with bringing reality into fantasy. And like, I'm the biggest hater of Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
That shit is garbage.
Oh no.
George R. Martin is not a good writer.
Get on.
He's not even original.
Talk to him then.
Tolkien wasn't the first one to create a